You see, this video has been trending since yesterday. Dave Umahi versus Oseni, Rufai Oseni on Arise News. When Dave Umahi went to Arise News for interview, so at the cost of that interview, it becomes a problem. So it resulted to abuse, insult, and even fight safe. Because if they were on the same studio that yesterday, I believe Dave Umahi would have slapped Rufai that yesterday. It was because God was so kind yesterday. That interview was not on the same studio with them. So Dave Umahi was in another studio while Rufai was in another studio on phone interview, right? So if they were together on the same studio yesterday, Dave Umahi would have slapped Rufai yesterday. That was it. Now, the reason of this video, I did a video before concerning the interview yesterday. And if you have not watched the video has been trending. If you have not watched the video, just go down on this page. Just scroll down a little bit. You watch the video, Dave Umahi, and you can see the link there. Click the link. You can also watch the full video. So why am I saying this? Somebody DM me concerning the video and what I said on the video, that you are supporting. Why are you supporting Rufai? That Rufai is disrespectful. Rufai does not have respect. Rufai should have shown level of respect to Minister of Works, Dave Umahi. And I read some comment as well, the same thing. Then you go some places, people also did the video. You read some comments yesterday, some I see defending Dave Umahi. See, Dave Umahi, for me, Dave Umahi, yes, on that interview yesterday, is a disgrace. You are a disgrace, Minister of Works. Yes, truth be told, and because of this truth, now it make politicians they see us finish. I don't tell you, I know they fear them. I know they fear them again. Dave Umahi is a disgrace as a Minister of Finance. As a Minister of Works. For that interview yesterday, what he did on that interview, for what he said, he is a disgrace to this country as a minister. Do you know why? A minister does not have time for that. You started by saying, even before Rufai asked you a question, because it was obvious that you had this guy in mind, because when you came, it was Dr. Abati who started asking you questions, and everything they asked you was Rufai. Rufai said, Rufai is a professor, Rufai is Attorney General, Rufai is this, Rufai is that. Everything, all the questions you were asking, Abati asked you, you were answering, it was based on Rufai said. That was why Rufai just coming like, Mr. This thing, did you come for me? Everything, what have I done? You reported, okay, Rufai said you reported him to the president. You said Rufai is too small. Who are you to report to Mr. President? He gave you a pretty cool fact yesterday that this is what the question he asked you. You went to Mr. President you told it to Mr. President. That was a report according to Rufai. You see, this country, from the president to the Senate president, vice president, the House of the Speaker, House of Reps, they are lucky, and state governors. So some of them, state governors, even all of them, say they are lucky that they have a country called Nigeria to govern. They are a governor of a country called Nigeria. They are president a country called Nigeria. The country that the youth does not react. The country where people don't react. People are okay because we are strong. We can do everything, any other thing to survive, even if government has failed. That's the reason why these people will do or whatever they come online, social media houses to speak. They get away with it. And you, the frustrated Nigerian youth, you will continue to defend them. See, for you defending Dave Umahi on that interview, you are a disgrace. You don't get respect. You don't get sense. For you supporting Dave Umahi for what he did, you are a disgrace. You don't get respect. You and Dave Umahi, you guys, you are just a disgrace. What Rufai, what has he done wrong that yesterday? Instead of you to be praising Rufai for standing on his ground, for standing tall for us. What was the question? They ask you question. They just need your sincerity, accountability. Do you know the cost of that project? We are talking of billions of naira, billions of dollars budgeted for that project. Now we cannot have accountability. We cannot ask you a question based on the project. Nigeria cannot ask a minister or worse question. And if somebody asks you a question at the end of the day, you did not answer. You belittle the person. You insulted the person. You called him all names, that he's too small for you. He's a small boy. He does not know how to speak. A minister. He does not know how to speak. This and this and that. Let me teach you English. What nonsense. Nonsense. At the end of the day, he did not answer the question. Like I said, you are lucky. If this happened in a developed, civilized country, you would have been in jail by now for not being able to account for that money budgeted for the project, because they are going to scrutinize you. Or they make sure they ask you questions. Detail. You have to come up with, like I've explained on that video, to the last kobo or to the last penny. You have to account for all of them. All of them. Now, in the UK, the news that I just came up yesterday, the government website, according to the UK, the government website, if you see the logo, they just changed the website, rebranded the website and changed the logo. If you know the government website in the UK, go and check. They just rebranded and they rebranded, they changed the logo. Almost the same thing, they changed the color. Now, somebody is already dragging the government in the UK for the amount of money he spent rebranding the. How much did he spend? I think it was £532,000. £532,000 he spent on the website, rebranded the website. They are dragging him. Why did you spend this amount of money? He has to come now to explain how he spent the money. He will come. Otherwise, you know UK now, they don't joke with money. Now you have somebody billions of dollars budgeted for a project. We Nigerians cannot ask him questions based on the project. Then somebody is bold enough to ask him question of accountability that has to do with accountability. You are defending Dave Umahi for not able to provide, for not able to give answer to the question put forward to him. You are defending him, saying Rufai does not have respect. It is you who does not have respect. For me, Rufai, you did very well yesterday. Excellent. This is no, we are not in ODDs when you can't talk, you can't speak, you can't ask your question, you can't ask question. Minister, they feel that they are superior. When they are a minister, they are superior than you. You are nothing before them. That's why if you looked at that interview yesterday, like I said, if they were together yesterday without annoyance, Dave Umahi would have slapped Rufai. He would have done that. And if that happens in another country yesterday, Dave Umahi would have been in jail by now. Not just him. Some of the ministers under this APC government, some of them would have been in jail by now. But who is going to do that? That is the problem. That's why I said they are lucky. Being a governor in a country called Nigeria, where the youth, we don't do nothing, we don't react, because anything, if they ask you to turn your back, turn your back. They ask you to go front, go front. They ask you to go back, we go back. We're not getting. And if we still have somebody who is bold enough to stand for the voiceless, to speak for the voiceless, it still become a problem for him standing tall to defend his right. Then you see people are also insulting, instead of them holding the minister accountable, dragging him to provide answers to the questions put forward to him. Yet no, we don't do that. It is a shame that we find ourselves in these questions, that politicians are too big to respond to. They are too big to answer questions. They are too big. They are superior. They look down on you because you are nobody, son of nobody. Can you do that in China? Can you do that in the UK? Can you do that in America? Can you do that in Canada? No, you can't do it. It is a shame. I was ashamed of Dave Umahi yesterday. What nonsense is that? You can only do that here in Nigeria. Yes. Now some people are already defending him that he did very well. Why did you fight? Why would you disrespect him? Who? Minister for what? Minister under my feet. Come on, share this video. Man, I know they support bad thing. The thing they vex me, and I don't know.